Hey, yo, let me fuck with y'all real quick, man. In this video right here, I'm gonna talk about the Matrix. Now, what y'all need to understand, bro, is that this United States that we live in, this world, this fake world that we live in, which is the United States, this country, my nigga, this is the Matrix. If you've never seen the movie called The Matrix before, I highly recommend that you see that. That movie is not a movie, bro. That shit is a documentary on real life that we live in every single motherfucking day. And if you're a person who haven't seen the movie, like I said before, I highly recommend for you to see that. Because you need to understand, bro, that this shit is a matrix. This world that we live in, this country, and many places in the world that are established countries, civilized countries, my nigga, is a made-up world. It's a made-up, slavery-built world in which you, my nigga, you are the slave that is working to uphold the system. You are the trained motherfucking robot slave that is trained and programmed with certain ideals, certain thoughts, certain actions, certain ways of thinking in order to uphold this system and be a functioning member of society. My nigga, the first years of your life, you was put into their school system, which trained and programmed you in order to be a fucking slave mentally. My nigga. This system and all these systems around the world was built on slaughter, on killing, on murder, killing black people. Black people. Black people. This shit was built on killing black people, nigga. Killing indigenous, destroying culture, destroying land, destroying language, destroying ways of life, killing men, women, and children, nigga. Raping men, women, and children. This system was built off of that all over the world. All over the world, bruh. All over the fucking world. And the thing is that the average person wake up every fucking day and the only thing that they got on their mind is what's immediately affecting them in their direct life and what's affecting the people around them in their direct lives. Nobody ever thinks about the impact of what has happened throughout history, my nigga. Understand, bro, that we living in this motherfucking matrix. We living in this system that was built on blood, built on slaughter, built on murder, built on rape, my nigga. This is slavery. A 9-to-5 is slavery. 9-to-5 job, that shit's slavery, nigga. That shit's slavery, nigga. My nigga, that's you a comfortable slave. My nigga, I'm not saying having a job is all bad necessarily. I'm not saying that. There's some people out here who love if you love what you do, all power to you, my brother, my sister. But my thing is this. If you're a person who wake up every day and dread and is so depressed and angry that you gotta go to this motherfucking job that you probably hate, because the majority of people that work jobs, they hate their fucking job. They hate that job, bruh. They hate that fucking job. The majority of people who work that job, they hate that job at 9-to-5, bruh. You working 40 hours a week, my nigga. My nigga. You waking up and working a 9-to-5. You waking up early in the morning to get to your 9-to-5, and then your whole day is taken away. Your whole day is taken away. From the time that the sun goes up to the sun goes down, you're working. And you go home and you have the rest of the night, basically, practically, to do whatever the fuck you want until you have to go to work again. And then the weekend comes. And you get 2 days to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then you have to go back to work. But my nigga, you just spent all your energy on the job throughout the week. So now what's happening on the weekend? Now you probably want to rest up. Now you probably just want to fucking do just basically nothing. You probably did. That's my nigga. The only free time that you have, the freedom that you have for yourself, is the weekend, my nigga. And look at the word. Look at the words that they use to trick you, to trick your motherfucking mind. What is a day? What is a day? What is a day of the week? Out of the 7 days of the week, what do they call Monday through Friday? They call it a weekday. Weekday. It's a day where you're fucking weak because you're going to If you a student, you going to school, you going to high school, middle school, where they indoctrinating you all fucking day, or you're going to a 9 to 5 job which you probably hate and is making you fucking depressed. You're weakening you, bruh. They weaken you. They weaken you during the week. And then at the end of the week, they give you the weekend, where they end the weakening process. They end the weakening process, my nigga. They end the weakening process on the weekend. And then you go right back to the weekday. Right after you go right back to school, you go right back to your 9 to 5 job, my nigga, that you probably hate, that you probably depressed, you probably fucking hate that shit. If you felt like you didn't need the money from that job, then you wouldn't be working there. You wouldn't be working there if you felt like you didn't need the money from that job, would you? Slavery. Mental slavery, my nigga. Mental slavery. Mental slavery. And understand something too. People like me, who think like me, and have a spirit like mine, have always existed. People who oppose this system, oppose the matrix, opposed all of this shit, have always existed throughout time. People are always born. People are being born every day who will grow into children, young adults, and future older adults, elders, whose purpose they feel is to wake people up from this matrix system, wake people up from being slaves to their own fucking mind, being slaves to their own psychology, which was programmed into them by the same people who killed, raped, and destroyed their ancestors and destroyed them. My nigga, these niggas killed, raped, and destroyed you, and then put you in their school system and taught you how to be a fucking slave to their system, my nigga. You're supposed to be eating alkaline. You're supposed to be eating fruits and veggies. You're supposed to be eating nuts and herbs. You're supposed to be living abundantly. We're supposed to be living off the earth, off the land. The land is supposed to naturally provide us with the food and the sustenance that we need to live in this world, that we need to sustain our bodies. We're supposed to be naturally healthy. We're not supposed to be sick. We're not supposed to be getting diseases and whatnot. Cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, all this different shit. That's not naturally what's supposed to be fucking healthy. When do you ever see an animal with a disease? The only time you see an animal with a disease is when that animal has been living against what it's supposed to be living like. People like me have always existed. And there's many others like me too, with like minds and like spirits that exist right now at this moment, who try their best to wake people up, who try to wake people up, who try to expose this matrix, expose this system. But the system will continue to go and go and go as long as there is people who the system creates to be slaves, and then those slave-minded people have children, and those children are injected with the mind of a slave, unbeknownst to the person who is the parent, unbeknownst to the child. You inject their mind and their spirit with slavery-like living. You beat your children when they do things that are considered bad or wrong. You don't actually teach your children anything. You send them to school to be taught while you go to your slave job because you feel that you need the money in order to provide for your family, which is honorable of you because you're providing for your family. That's an honorable thing. But the thing is, my nigga, you need to understand we we have the capability to be able to do whatever the fuck we want. If you want to be a business owner and work 1 hour a fucking week and make the salary and make a nigga salary in the week, you can do that. If you want to live abundantly according to the land and whatnot, you can do that shit. If you, my nigga, you can do anything the fuck you want, but you feel like you have to work this slave job because it pays the bills. We're not taught about money. We're not taught how to make money. We're not taught about finances. We're not taught about taxes. We're not taught about so much shit when it comes to making money and all this stuff in school. Wanna know why? Take a motherfucking guess. Because they want us to be slaves! They want us to be slaves! They want us to be fucking slaves, my nigga. Slavery never ended. Slavery still continues to this motherfucking day. The only thing is that they transformed it. They transformed it from you being on a fucking cotton field or some shit, picking cotton or some shit like that, and doing whatever they told you that slavery was, to now what do you do instead? Now you wake up, you drive your nice car. You drive your nice car that you bought with the money from your job to your job, and you work the job, and now you sacrifice your time and your energy for that job, and now you're able to live life just like that, comfortably, like a comfortable slave. Yeah, like a comfortable slave. Which I'm not knocking completely, because we have to use discernment. I'm not knocking it completely, because if you love what you do and if you feel like that's your purpose, and you know what I'm saying, like we need nurses, we need doctors, we need all these people. We need people for a society to exist. We need all these different people, all these different jobs for a society to thrive, you know? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm against is mental slavery. A person believing that they need to work a job which is making them depressed and living in fucking hell because they feel that how else are they gonna make money? They feel that how else are they gonna provide for their family and shit like that. I'm not with that shit, bro. People that do this and destroy their body, destroy their health, destroy their mind, simply because they feel this is the right thing to do. This is the only thing they can do, because they need to provide for their family and whatnot. Wake up to the realization that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do in this world. Wake up to the realization that there's way more to this world than you would ever know. There's so much to this world that I have no idea about myself. I'm just a regular fucking nigga in the world, bro. I'm just a regular nigga talking to myself in the camera. I'm just a nigga that fucking woke up. I'm just a nigga that woke up to the bullshit. I worked a good amount of jobs in my life. Got fired from just about all of them. Why? You could probably, yeah, my spirit wasn't fucking with it. My spirit wasn't fucking with it. My spirit wasn't fucking with school either. I was a kid that got in trouble a lot in school and shit. Wake up to the realization of what this life is, man. My whole purpose is to help y'all wake up. The stuff I post is to bring awareness to y'all. I post stuff to bring awareness to you, to teach, to inform, to enlighten, to make you laugh, keep your spirits high. And oh shit. And just live a good life, bro. That's my goal in everything I do. That's what I feel my purpose is. I feel that my purpose is to use my mind, use my intellect, use my level of awareness, use my observation skills, and just everything that I have within me to wake people up and help people to live the best life that they could possibly live in this life thing. Because in this life, you only get one body. You feel me? Some people go their entire lives giving their whole life to a job that they hate just to get a fucking pension or some retirement, little money, and then live in the same house that they spent their whole life in or something like that. And then be fucking miserable and depressed because they realize at the end of their life that they just wasted so much time. They wasted all this time. When they could have been contributing in a different way, in a way that was more suited to who they were. Had all these dreams and shit that they gave up on. All these dreams and shit that they gave up on because they felt like they had to do what they had to do and stuff. So my whole purpose is to help you to live the best life that you could possibly live for yourself. And I believe that starts with your mind. That starts with the way that you think. That starts with up here. Because nothing, how can anything change if you don't change up here first? You feel me? I'm Jay Benzalai and I'm out, man.